Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am playing with the Amrezy palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I could not be more excited. This palette is so beautiful. Just have a look at all of those shades. There's a nice mix of neutrals, some pinks, then we've got a pop of blue in there. I really like when they have like a little pop of colour, just in case you want to add a little something extra into your looks, but it's also got the nice soft glam side as well. So we're going to start off just by priming the skin. I'm going to take my Hydrating Profilt'r primer from Fenty Beauty. I absolutely love the Profilt'r primers. I also love the matte one as well, but today I just wanted my skin to look a little bit more on the glowy side. And then I'm just going to do my brows quickly. All I use is my Brow Wiz from Anastasia, so nothing new there. And I'm just setting my lids with some translucent powder because I popped a bit of concealer on there just to cancel out any kind of blue tones or anything that we've got going on. And then straight into the Amrezy palette, I'm going to take the shade New Yorker, which is like such a nice kind of light brown camel transition shade. I'm just popping that into the crease with a blending brush, and then going into Semsa, which is this beautiful kind of deeper pink shade, popping that in the outer corner and into the crease. And then I'm just taking some concealer and cutting the crease a little bit, well, cutting the lid really, and then just making sure to keep that nice and blended on the outer portion. And then going in with this gorgeous pink shade called Reezy. And I'm putting that kind of right in the centre of the lid, and I want to leave the sort of front portion of the lid clear for now because we're going to go in with an even lighter pink shade. So I'm just making sure to blend this nicely into the deeper pink shade that we've got. And then going in with Barb, which is like the most gorgeous iridescent pink silvery kind of shimmer shade, and I'm popping that in the front portion of the lid and then blending that nicely into the rest of the lid shades. And then I'm just doing a quick wing. I'm not doing anything too crazy or too big, just like a nice little wing using the Anastasia black liquid liner. I love this liner. It's so black and it dries down so well and it's really long lasting. And then for lashes, I'm actually going to take these Miami Flare lashes from Lilly Lashes. I absolutely love the original Miamis, but these just have a little bit more of a kind of wispiness towards the outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with, well, why not use the Anastasia Foundation? This is the Luminous foundation, and it gives the most gorgeous natural finish, but with a little bit of luminosity, so it looks really kind of nice and natural. But I like to build it up to really full coverage. Well, I say really full coverage. It's more like a medium coverage, I would say, when I build it up, just to kind of go with the glam eye look that we've got. You know, it's Valentine's Day. We want to keep it kind of nice and glam if we're going to go out with our gals or our guys, whoever, whatever you might be doing. And then I'm going to take my Mink foundation stick from Anastasia just to help contour a little bit. This is quite a cool tone contour, so it's a little bit more of a natural effect. It gives that kind of shadow effect. And then I'm going to go over with bronzer as well on top just to warm everything up a little bit, because this does look a little bit too cool. And then I'm going to go with my, what is this, Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I need to check what shade I'm in. Actually, I'm in the shade Almond, so I'm just popping that in all of the areas I want to highlight. I'm popping quite a bit on because I want it to be nice and full coverage, and just keeping this in the center of the face because that's where I want to bring all of the brightness, and it really kind of lifts the face and just makes you look more awake and more just snatched in general. I live for it. And I'm blending that out with this damp sponge from Morphe. It just gives a really nice flawless effect, and also just picks up some of the excess product, which is really nice because it just gives you a nice, even, gorgeous finish. Just use really light pressure. And then you need to set all of this, obviously. I don't know about you, but I'm oily. If I want it to last all night, all day, whatever I might be doing, I need to set it. So I'm going to take the Anastasia loose setting powder. This is in the shade Vanilla, which is a perfect shade for my skin tone. If you're also got similar skin tone to me, this would be a perfect shade for you. And it gives that a little bit of brightness, but nothing too intense. So first I go in and I just set everything properly, and then I'll go back in and bake. So if I'm doing like a super glam look like this or a little something extra, I always just bake underneath that kind of contour, just to make sure that it looks nice and kind of crisp and snatched. And I also go down the sides of my nose as well, just again to give that more kind of pinched look. Then for underneath the lower lash line, I'm just taking a mix of Semsa and New Yorker, and then also a little bit of Reezy as well, that pink shade underneath there, just blending it all together and making that look nice and seamless. And then I take a little bit of Barb and I take that into the inner corner as well, just to give that little bit of oomph, bit of brightness, and we are just wiping away the bakage. And then after this, I'm going to go straight in and bronze up, because obviously we look a little bit pale after all of this baking and we need to kind of even everything out a little bit. So I'm taking my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is the original Hoola shade. I haven't actually tried any of the other ones, but I've heard they're really good as well. And I'm just taking this Morphe M530 brush and basically just bronzing up this face, getting rid of the vibe head, snatching the cheeks, you know the drill, getting rid of the double chin, hiding all the chocolate we've been eating, you know what I mean. And then I'm just gonna go over that nose contour a little bit as well, just to kind of warm that up a little bit. And then what are we doing now? Oh, I mean, this look wouldn't be complete without using the Amrezy highlighter as well, right? So I'm just taking this, and it's one of the most gorgeous highlighters that I own, honestly. It gives such a nice bright but also smooth effect. It really kind of smooths over the pores, and I love it when highlighters do that, because you've got to be careful, because if you do have a bit more texture like I do, sometimes it can really accentuate it, but this just looks so good. And then I'm taking that down my nose as well. I think that also helps with the kind of nose contour effect. I'm just taking these two shades from the NARS Stephen Klein palette. These are two blush shades. I can't remember what they're called, but as you can see, they're just basically pink blush shades, because we want it to kind of complement the eyes nicely. And then for lips, I'm going to go in with Well Lip Liner from MAC. This is one of my all-time favourite lip liners if I'm doing more of a pinky look, because I want to go for like a, let's say, I want to go for a nude lip, but I want it to be a little bit more on the pinky side, but not too pink, if that makes sense. I'm not a lover of super bright pink, so I like it to be a little bit on the deeper side. And then I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Naked Liquid Lipstick. Pop that in the centre of my lips, and then I always use my finger to blend it out, and then you can blend it into that lip pencil shade, and then it gives you more of a kind of lip contoured look, if that makes sense. And then taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and the look is complete. We are ready for Valentine's Day. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I am obsessed with the Amrezy palette. It's so beautiful. Honestly, all of the shades I think you guys will use. If you prefer soft glam or you like a pop of colour, it's just like the perfect all-rounder, and who doesn't love Amrezy? I also really love that they've done a couple different kind of formulas. They've got a couple glitters in here as well, so there really is something for everyone. But if you did like the look, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!